Well, it looks like there's a total lunatic moron being considered for the presidency of the United States, and his name is Rick Santorum, who's possibly the worst candidate who's been running this entire time. The worst one. He's worse than Rick Perry when Rick Perry was running. He was worse than the worst. And I've always believed this going back a year ago when all of the candidates for the Republican nomination were coming forth, and you had total phony like Herman Cain. You know, I'm an outsider. Then you had Rick Perry, faux conservative, crazy lady Michelle Bachmann. But nobody could beat Rick Santorum in the case, when it came to the competition of stupidity and total lunacy. And right now, it is so odd what I'm seeing, and it's him winning in primary and caucus states. Why? I can understand people voting for Romney or Gingrich because even though I disagree with them, I can see why people would vote for them. But why would you vote for Rick Santorum? I mean, he has so many screws loose, it's not funny. So now there's a story. I mean, every day it's a treat reading about this guy. Today, Drudge broke a new story about Santorum, and it's called Santorum's Satan Warning. And 4 years ago, he was at this college in Florida called Ave Maria University. And I'll read you some of the quotes he made 4 years ago. He said, "Satan has his sights on the United States of America. Satan is attacking the great institutions of America, using those great vices of pride, vanity, and sensuality as the root to attack all of the strong plants that is so deeply rooted in the American tradition." The former senator from Pennsylvania warned in 2008 how politics and government are falling to Satan. "This is a spiritual war, and the father of lies has his sights on what you would think the father of lies would have his sights on. A good, decent, powerful, influential country, the USA. If you were Satan, would you attack? Who would you attack in this day and age?" Well, I don't know. I'm not Satan. Santorum made the provocative comments to students at Ave Maria University in Florida, if that's how you pronounce it, Ave Maria or Ava Maria. More on that. The White House contender described how Satan is even talking or taking hold of some religions. "We look at the shape of mainline Protestants in this country, and it is in shambles. It is gone from the world of Christianity as I see it." So Protestants are just gone from the world of Christianity. That's what Rick Santorum believes. So this was 4 years ago he made these comments at this university in Florida. So this isn't too long ago. But this is, another story about Rick Santorum and how he believes in these weird religious ideas of how America is going to end because Satan is taking over. In my opinion, when I look at Rick Santorum, I don't see him as some type of savior. I see him as the false prophet. If I was going to look at him from a religious viewpoint, I would say that he is the false prophet. That's what I would say. This is a guy who wants to drag your kids into more wars of choice. This is a guy who, during his 2 terms as a U.S. Senator, he basically increased the size of government, voted for bigger entitlement programs, like specifically with Medicare. I mean, the guy is a total hypocrite. He voted to raise the debt ceiling 5 times. Voted to fund Planned Parenthood. And then he comes out and says, "Oh no, I'm definitely pro-life." Does this make any sense to you? This guy is either a total hypocritical moron who just likes to espouse whatever he can right now to get votes, and then if he somehow gets the nomination, which I really hope doesn't happen, and then he switches over, then he's a total hypocrite. Either that or he's just a total lunatic. I don't know which it is. So anyway, total jokey is, tell me how you feel about Rick Santorum. Finish this sentence for me. Rick Santorum is a blank. Finish that sentence for me. Rick Santorum is a blank. All right, thank you for watching, and I will have more videos hopefully soon about other topics. Bye.